For the first time, Love is Blind is happening in the UK. They are greeted by Emma Willis and Matt Willis, her husband. Shirley, a junior doctor, is hoping to find someone with some life goals. Connor wants to connect with someone on the deepest level, and Natasha talks about the dating world being very superficial. They have 10 days to meet someone that they wish to spend the rest of their life with. They meet once and they become engaged. They will then move in together, meet friends and family, and then get married within 4 weeks. Everybody heads to the pods to start speaking to their potential other half. Freddie is asked why he's a catch, and he tells production he is caring and affectionate. We find out that Freddie is a funeral director, which shocks the ladies.
Shut up. Are you kidding?
No.
Freddie, the funeral director, I'll not forget that in a hurry.
Freddie speaks with Catherine, a dental nurse who used to be a swimmer. They hit it off and they start talking about the gym. Freddie mentions having a brother with Down syndrome, and Catherine mentions teaching kids with Down syndrome to swim. Catherine wants to bring back a husband that her parents will be proud of, and she's done with being judged by the way she looks. Catherine meets Ollie, who is in software sales, and they complement each other's voices.
I like your voice, I'll give you that.
I quite like your voice as well.
Thank you.
Ollie mentions training in boxing in the morning, and Catherine apparently trained in kickboxing. They start talking about their experiences. Ollie has been told that he dates with his eyes, and this time he wants to do something different, which is why he is on Love is Blind. He has been told that he looks like Craig David. Ollie begins talking to Demi, who is a safeguarding and attendance manager. Demi plays football on the weekend, as well as going out for food and drink. She also mentions that she boxes. Demi feels that dating is now short term, and that is why she is on the show. She does not want to be physically attracted to her partner and wants love, and they appear to enjoy talking to each other. Set of pod talks are done, and everyone is finding out how they felt about it. Ollie is talking about Catherine and how she seemingly has a connection with everyone. Charlie is a gym general manager and he likes Catherine's vibe. Ollie feels more connected to Demi. In her confessional, Catherine mentions how, as far as she is aware, no one likes Ollie. She speaks to Stephen, a gym owner. He grew up around 4 brothers and went to an all-boys school, and he is looking for his partner in crime. They seem to get on and talk about meditating and gratitude diaries, which they bond over. Stephen is talking to Tom, a PR and advertising consultant, about Sabrina, and he didn't have a spark with her. Nicole, a head of brand and marketing, talks about it being an amazing experience. Anyway, it's day 2, and Sam is a product design manager, and he is talking about having a nose job and going to the gym. He hopes the next wedding that he attends will be his own. He is talking to Jasmine, a mental health nurse. He wants kids, and Jasmine can't wait to be a mum. He asks Jasmine if she likes to stroke her boyfriends, and she tells him that she is affectionate.
Why do you think girls aren't giving you the chance?
I think they might look at my profile, like my Instagram, or when they see me in a bar, and they might just think he's looking for a one-night stand.
She asks if he has fuckboy energy. Sam starts speaking to Nicole next, and he talks about training together. Nicole mentions that she was married once before. Nicole is talking to Benaya, a structural landscaper, and she likes his name. He mentions being homeless, which shocked Nicole, but he assures her he isn't living on the street. Being self-employed, he goes where the work is. Nicole sees her job as a means to the end, where she works in a corporate. They appear to like each other. Everyone is relaxing in their living quarters, and the boys start singing a Craig David song to Ollie.
I met this girl on Monday.
Oh, shut up. Tuesday. We'll make love on Wednesday. And on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we chilled on Sunday.
Day 3, Stephen is looking forward to another date with Sabrina. They discuss what they are looking for in a partner, and they are talking about what they are wearing along with their jewellery. They are both wearing jewellery from their grandparents that had passed away. They have a difference in opinion regarding kids. Sabrina is okay with not having any, whereas Stephen wants to have kids. Jasmine talks about being single for 3 years, and she says that she just wants some emotional stability from her partner. Jasmine tells Sam that she didn't like a few things that he mentioned when they last spoke, but then Sam mentions how he likes her, And Jasmine begins speaking to Bobby, a luxury shopping guide. They talk about being nomads, and Bobby doesn't want to work on a cruise ship forever. He wants someone who is a partner and a friend, and they both want a family and talk about being close to their mums. They appear to hit it off. Day 4 has a second date with Nicole. They were both thinking about each other and they talk about their spirituality. They talk about him settling down with his partner, and Nicole envisions life with Benaya. He wants to cement a connection. Stephen tells Sabrina that he couldn't sleep as she was on his mind and he woke up apprehensive. They want to continue their talk about kids, and Stephen is happy to hear she isn't completely opposed to the idea of having kids. They talk about their childhood, and Stephen opens up about his past relationship where his partner broke things off with him to focus on her health after finding out she had a tumour. Sabrina is concerned as she doesn't think she would have given him a chance in the real world, and this is something that she's discussing with some of the other ladies. Day 5, Catherine talks about getting on with Ollie, but mentions that she has been bonding lately with Freddie. Catherine begins to cry when Sam begins talking about family members sharing the same name as some of her family members, and Ollie talks about his love language. Ollie mentions how he likes both Demi and Catherine for different reasons. Demi thinks Ollie may be the one, and she tells Ollie that her heart is with him, and he tells her he isn't 100% sure where his heart is. Demi is disappointed, and Ollie explains he is still giving the other girl the chance, and he finds it difficult speaking to them both and doesn't want to lead either of them on. Demi and Catherine discuss Ollie in the women's living quarters. Demi wants to put herself first, which she finds difficult as she is a people pleaser, and she doesn't want to hurt her friend. Stephen is talking about his connection with Sabrina. They have another date, and Ollie has gifted Sabrina a piece of paper with the beginnings of a poem that he wrote, and he asks her to read it out. Stephen continues with the poem, which ends in a proposal. An emotional Sabrina tells him he is amazing and that she is glad she got to experience this with him. The episode ends without her response to the proposal, but based on the hmms and the pauses, it does appear that she may be telling him that she's just not looking to get engaged to him. Much as it did look like they had a connection at first, it seems that, to me at least, the talk about kids made the whole discussion fizzle out. Nicole and Benaya, they definitely seem to look like they have a connection, they have things in common, and she likes his carefree attitude, which I think will work well with her, especially working in corporate and it being serious. You can come home and it's not going to be so stressful, so weight off your shoulders type thing. And he might even take her on adventures, seeing as he hitchhiked from wherever he was to a completely different country. So he might bring her new experiences that she wouldn't do normally in her day-to-day life. This whole thing with Catherine, Ollie and Demi. Catherine doesn't seem, in my opinion, to respect Demi that much. She's talking to her, I think, because she wants to find out information about Ollie and how their talks are going once she found out that he has feelings for Demi. But she doesn't seem like she's really her friend. Because even in the confessional, she's all like, oh, I don't see them together. Dude, you don't know what their conversations are like. Yes, you like him, and this is apparently a friend, and the way you said it was a little bit snarky. It's not like you were saying it out of the goodness of your heart. You were saying it because you're seeing this girl as competition, and you want the man. To be fair, I think he has a better connection with Demi, especially with how, so far, I've not really heard him say anything against Demi, whereas with Catherine, he mentions how, yes, a lot of the conversations seem a bit sexual, and it's not something that he's typically trying to go for. So I think that's why he's also attracted to Catherine, because it's something that he's used to, whereas Demi's given him a new experience, and it's a carefree talk, and he can be himself. But we shall see how it goes, who he picks, and if there actually is going to be an engagement in the next episode. So please tune in for the next one, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.